Did you know that this year's World Series of Poker Big 50 2019 event made history as the largest event with over 29,000 entries? In this video, I'm going to show you how I placed 53rd at my very first major event. If it's also going to be your first time to enter a major tournament, this video will show you my 4 days of World Series of Poker scenarios that may help you avoid some common pitfalls that can lead you to an early exit. My style of play is tight aggressive, using a combination of game theory optimization and exploitative play, earning me a spot with the Poker Pros and 22,383 cash money. I would really appreciate it if you could like my video. It would really help me a lot as I grow this channel. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. It's probably about 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. We're near Las Vegas, probably about an hour and a half away. We had to take a spot that was way off the grid because everything was like, over $500 a night to stay at any random casino in the strip. So we're out here in the middle of nowhere. I believe this is kind of like the lowest point of California. Is it Death Valley? Maybe. I see a lot of like salt patches that are down here. But we're heading out to play at the Big 50 at the Rio right now. Heading over there, finally getting a little bit excited, so hopefully it works out well. Finally made it to Vegas, World Series of Poker. See right back there, entering the Big 50, and you know, it's crazy. Look at this line. Look at it right behind me. I've been in this line for hours already, and I haven't even played yet. This is the final day. Hopefully I can get in, but you know, this is awesome. I believe 20,000 people are planning to play in this game, so we'll see how I do. So this is what they normally don't tell you when you're at the World Series of Poker. There's a long wait. I've been out here for the last 2, 3, 4 hours now. And you can see in the back, there's just hours of people just sitting down there just chilling because we're at a break right now, no choice. I'm waiting to play in this room right there, but as you can see, the line curves all the way back. So long. I haven't been on a line like this since like Disney World. This is mine right here, and I'm going to 14.
Blue, right there. Blue. Hey guys, get out your ID. I'm gonna need your ID, everybody.
So I'm walking up to my table right here. Wish me luck. So I get to the table, and the first thing I do is I try to size everybody up. As you can see, there's all different type of people, what they wear, their nationalities, right? And I also look at their chip stack and see which one would be the most threat to me. For the moment, when I got to my seat, which is actually seat number 3, I see to my right is going to be the Asian guy in a green shirt in seat number 1, and the guy with the glasses, the white male, older gentleman, seat number 2. In fact, those both have the largest chip stack at this table when I got there. I didn't see much of a threat. As you can see, a lot of people at this table were a little bit older, and there was a woman on the table. So generally speaking, a lot of those players were very tight. And it seemed like they didn't really have a strong command of the game. So I took advantage of that. The only 2 that I worried about was on seat 1 and 2. Those are the guys with the biggest chip stacks, and they were just really, seat number 1 was just playing like a tight ass. He just only played premium hands. So I knew if he's going to play a hand, he had something. And the same thing with seat number 2. The rest of them, they were okay, not as tight, but they were playing some hands, and eventually they would all bust out at the table. The night would end at this table, and I would end up becoming the chip stack leader, entering day 2, and that was a pretty exciting part for me, knowing that I can make it to the next day, even though I didn't have to spend as much time. I believe I got into it around 9:30 p.m., where I probably only had about 3-4 levels left to go, and at that point, a lot of them already had a lot more chips than me, whoever was remaining, and the ones who were about to bust out, they busted out anyway. So it's the next day after the day 1 of the tournament, and there's a break. There's no tournament sessions going on until the following day. That means there's more time for me to just catch up with my work and I was thinking about maybe playing a little bit of a cash game at the Venetian casino and see how it goes over there. But you know, I actually found some friends in town. Yeah, some girlfriends who are from all over the place, from New York, from Los Angeles, and they happen to be here for this very large jewelry conference. So they're in town. It happens to be her birthday, so I just go check it out. And many more.
Make it 3.
Oh, by the way, the girl that's blowing out the candle, that's Jennifer. She does some amazing stuff with jewelry design. And if you need some diamonds and some bling bling, that's your girl right there. Go ahead and add her. So I just want to give you a quick update. I'm right now at the Venetian. You can see back there. It's not daylight right now. It's like 1 in the morning, and I'm tired, but it looks quite bright over here. Anyway, about to head back to the hotel, staying at the Palms. Unfortunately, there's no poker tables there. I would have been playing there and just went back to the room. But here we are. Played the 1-2 tables. Not as easy as I was hoping it would be, like what my friends were saying, that come during the World Series of Poker time and you'll find a lot of like easy players. And I didn't find that on my tables. I found a lot of them to be quite competitive. Almost like I'm playing at Commerce or so in LA. And I was hoping to find more drunks, which we didn't see. I happened to be playing on a table very tight people and just grinding it out for like hours and hours. I'm like, fuck man, I didn't get anywhere. Maybe I won some hands, but the hands were not really significant enough to be like, wow, I won big. So I eventually, after 5-6 hours maybe of playing, I moved over to a more looser table. Got a few bad beats and don't even want to talk too much about it, but tomorrow's day 2 of the tournament and I just want to keep my mind sharp and focused for that. Feeling good still, it's just I'm tired. I'm grinding all day. Anyway, that's that's how it goes. You win some, you lose some.
This is what it looks like to be in the money right now. We are waiting for one player to get knocked out until all these guys right here, the remaining 1,369 players. Good luck to everybody. They're making the dealers stand up right now, so that way they can do the final count, so that one all-in hand will be busted out. It's really exciting right now. Welcome to the World Series of Poker.
So this is what it looks like right now. Final 1,369 players. Looks like I'm about to be making the money. First time World Series Poker. I'm really excited about it. So awesome. I believe there was 25,000 people total in this tournament.
28-1.
28-1, really. And on my table, I got a Poker Pro. Hey, Pat. Hey, Pat Lyon. I need a world famous Pat Lyon right there. He's a ring winner. A ring winner. World famous.
I have everything except the World Series bracelet, and I'll get 2 this year.
Yeah. So right now,
for 3 years.
he's playing 2 tournaments at the Row.
Sure.
World infamous. You got a European bracelet?
No. I have the WPT, WSOP circuit.
EPT?
You see that? WPT, and a circuit.
Championship.
Good stuff. So anyway, 1,369 players available for this tournament, day 2. All right. Well, hopefully make it to day 3. You know what? I'm pretty excited. I think I might make it to day 3. Yeah. So the average chip stack is probably around 425,000, 450,000, right around that range. And I'm currently right around 850,000. I can't believe I'm really close to the $1 million mark. So anyway, I was just on my phone, just so excited. I was just texting everybody, hey, I doubled up, I tripled up. And I was really close to getting knocked out, like at a lunch break, which was really not a lunch break. It was more like a 15-minute break that I had to run to the other side. I had some Vietnamese food. And took a little too long. Ate some pho, and that kind of cost me like 60,000 in chips. So anyway, I was just sitting down there, I was just texting. I was so excited about like playing and doing it and just thinking about my next day, you know, wow, dreaming about day 3. And then some players just got upset at me because I was on my phone, I was texting, and the dealer was saying, hey, you're on the hand, you shouldn't be playing this. So anyway,
some of the players got upset at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Some people got a job. Yeah, I'm working on my phone at the tables. So I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I don't need this negativity. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk away. And I walk by and I see a frozen yogurt, automated machine. So you know what? I decided, hey, I'm gonna go have myself some yogurt.
And there we go.
Okay, so check this. I got some bullshit call right now by the floor manager saying that I'm going to be taken out for one round as a penalty because I was treating the players on the table, what was the word he used? Poorly. And I left before the hand was dealt. Really what it was is I was just texting, I got worksheet. I got shit to do. I responded, But yes, I did have cards. I was still in the hand. My fault. But I surely did not scream at anyone. I did not put anyone down, and it just happened. So anyway, that's where I'm at, right? And it's bullshit. But that just means that I got one round of, I would say that's probably about a good 30 minutes. And by then, this tournament is over. So fuck them. I'll just wait one round, and I guess I'm just gonna bag up my chips. Welcome to 3 baby. Okay, so we're entering day 3 right now. I'm at white 129. So I'm walking up to my table right now to see how I do. All right, guys. Hope I do.
I get to my table and I'm in seat number 6, and I do the usual. I size everybody up. I try to see what the chip stack situation is, where the positions of the big chip stack guys are at. So it was pretty much on the other side of the table with seat 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 had majority of the chips. And I was I had a pretty small chip stack compared to these guys. Seat number 7 had a douchebag next to me, and I was really begging for him to leave. I was joking around my table saying that, man, they would probably have to put me on the penalty table again because of this guy. So anyway, I was low on chip stacks, and I'm thinking, here's a time that, man, I really got to get one of those memorabilia pictures. And I went ahead and I spent, like, I think, $60 for one of those pictures. And you see those handsome pictures right there? If I only knew that later on in the tournament, because of my large chip size, I was getting those pictures for free. So now I know for next time. As you can see in seat number 2, that gentleman is Caldo. Man, he was awesome. He was a really cool guy. I can tell, very intelligent, and he had some charisma. Unfortunately, he got knocked out. But before he did me a huge favor. He sent me this picture of Scotty, and he sent me a text message of Scotty saying that, good luck to both of us. So after that, I had like a surge of energy, like an inspiration. I'm like, man, I'm that close to like Scotty Nugent, right? I'm probably saying his name wrong. And I just felt like, man, I felt like busting people up, baby. You know what I'm saying, baby? And that's what happened. I started busting up people, just like Scotty, baby. And then that's when the whole tournament turned around for me.
I don't know what this is about. I just went on a quick dinner break, and now there's a fire alarm. I wonder if somebody got frustrated, tilted, and just decided to turn the fire alarm off. I just hold my chips on the table are okay. So anyway, heading back to the table right now. Give you a quick update. I am currently about $4 million in chips, $4 million in chips, and I would say that's pretty good right now. That's probably like 40 times the big lines right now. So I'm kind of sitting pretty right now. Probably close to earning about $4,500 in chips, and I'm gonna head back into my room right now.
The guy next to me, his name is Alan Cunningham, and I didn't know this until after the fact. He won nearly $8 million worth of tournament winning, and he is also a 5-time bracelet, WSOP bracelet winner. So I didn't realize this, and I thought that the people at the table were actually more intelligent and more articulate as we moved up levels. You could just tell everyone had a strength, some type of intelligence, wittiness to them that I didn't notice in the lower levels of the game. The funny thing is, I was a chip leader of the whole tournament right around this point, and I had the people from the Poker News come by, take pictures, asking me questions about my chip stack compared to other people. Unfortunately, they don't record that stuff right away. There was a person walking around with like a notepad asking, hey, how much do you have? And at some point, I'm like, hey, I got the most chips in the tournament. It was pretty awesome. But by the time they updated their records online, I only came out to like 5th place. That's bullshit. But anyway, it's pretty cool regardless of fact. Right here, we're waiting for Cunningham. He's making a bold move against a tight player. He's going all in right now, and he ends up taking it down. So good job for him.
The final hand.
Nice hand now. Show me the queens. Queens?
Yeah, some like kings, queens, jacks.
It's no good.
So at this point, I am on day 4 of the World Series of Poker Big 50 tournament, and I didn't have a chance to update what's been going on since last night. It's been crazy. Oh man, I was a chip leader at one point last night, and I'm going to go into this tournament with a lot of chips. So I have a good advantage of making it towards the end. So today we're playing from 126 players left down to the final 6 to make it to the final table, and then I just need to make it to 100 million in chip stack. That's the math that we need just to make it to the final, at least final 10, right? So I'm at nearly 30 million right now, and I feel like I'm not too far away from it. So we're only a couple of minutes until the tournament starts, and I'm in front of the Amazon hall where we're doing the day 4. It's going to be brutal today. The blinds are going to be huge. Yesterday when I ended it, the big blind was already 400,000. So we're going to start seeing some huge increases. A lot of people are going to be knocked out because these blinds are big, but a lot of tough 1% players are left behind right now. And guess who's still in this baby? You know, like I said, it's been so overwhelming with all the support from all of you. Thank you very much, and we'll see how we do.
Looks like I'm just walking into the tournament. I don't know where I'm at, but these are the final 126 players. So wish me luck. We're about to do this. Look at all these guys right here. Oh my god, this is so cool. So cool.
What a ride that was. Last night I was thinking, hey, I'm one of the top chip leaders of the tournament, of the WSOP Big 50, where there's 28,000 plus people that have played. I was able to make it to the top 100. I was so excited. I was thinking, I could really make it all the way to the final table. I'm the chip leader as of yesterday. Thank you very much for all the support of my friends, everybody who was around during this time. It was very exciting at the same time, and also very gruesome. It's a lot of thinking and stressing out about making sure that you can make it to the next level of playing Texas Hold'em no limit poker. As the chip stacks got bigger, the blinds got bigger, it got even more challenging to do that. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed, but at the same time excited. You know, it's kind of weird because it's like a lot of people were hoping that I could make it to that final table. They're like, all right, let's just send some energy his way and let's make this happen. But you know what, for a $500 buy-in for a tournament and then to come out ahead like this is pretty awesome. You know, to come out like this is 3.5 days of work right here, and I'm not complaining. You know, I'm not complaining. This was good. I just wish that I could get a little bit further and, you know, get all the way down. You know, I wanted to be at that final table, and when I got that little taste of people cheering for me for something that they thought was so exciting, so interesting, and the fact that opportunity of making money like this is possible. It's like, maybe I should put more time and effort into it, because how often can you make money like this in such a short amount of time, right? The funny thing is that I really put more effort into playing poker
for about maybe a year. Even though I've been playing a lot longer, I didn't really notice that I was consistently profitable until I was with a group of friends who decided that we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go play poker, play basketball, and that'll be our routine, right? So we start off with like cash games. And to be honest with you, this is my very first World Series of Poker event. My first World Series of Poker event, and you know, like, this is nice spending money. You know, the buy-in was this right here. That's the buy-in right there. This is the buy-in right here, and this has created that. This will make life a lot easier for the next several months, right? But the idea is to continue to improve and also do more tournaments, do more cash games, and invest into my skills. Because poker is one of those type of games where there is luck involved, but there's also a tremendous amount of skill to know how to do it. I could have done better, I could have done worse, but altogether, the timing and everything, my reads, I was on track. And to make it to the top, you know, I busted out at number 53 out of 28,000 plus players. That's pretty awesome. The hand that got me out, it was Queen Jack suited clubs, and the hand was I was the big blind, and the guy to my right, he was also a very big chip leader. I didn't have position necessarily, but because he just called to continue on to the hand, I didn't think he had anything strong. So I just went all in. And I did it one time before, so maybe he got pissed off and wanted to see what I had, and maybe thought I was bluffing him. So I had Queen Jack, he had King 9 offsuited, and he decided he was going to go call my hand. Yes, he had a big stack, and I probably had about 15 million at that moment, where he had 35 million maybe, just around that area. So perhaps for him it made sense, and he took the gamble. You know, he could have went any way. Queen Jack, I had King 9, he hit the king on the flop, and I almost hit it straight, but not good enough. And you know, that ended pretty much my journey, my poker journey. This was my first WSOP tournament, and to get this far is pretty good with no experience at all. I practiced 2 tournaments at the Bicycles Casino. They were like, what, a $35 tournament to join and an $80 tournament to join. Each time I joined those tournaments, there was only like 20 to 25 players that joined. There could have been more, but it's just that maybe because during the World Series of Poker going on, maybe a lot of people left during that time to prepare to play in Vegas. So I didn't really get any good practice. I did spend a lot of time reading and disciplining myself, reading the poker books, reading the forums, websites, watching YouTube videos, and just educating myself of how to do it and disciplining myself. The next part is moving forward, moving on. What's next? And I'll let you know that later on. Now, I'm just gonna enjoy my money. See you. Go ahead and take this moment to subscribe. Also, get a chance to hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.